All right, all right. Hi, guys. Welcome back. Okay, so this is going to be a storytelling for the Wolf Moon, which is technically on the 25th. Now, the thing about the Wolf Moon, if you read about it in the Old Farmer's Almanac, you'll see that it is named Wolf Moon because it was a time of the year where you would hear wolves howl quite frequently. How wolves howl to connect with each other, to find one another. It's for social structure, and it's also during times of hunting. Now, the other thing I wanted to mention, I think this came out of the New York Post, um, but it's the fact that this is this year's longest moon phase cycle. So normally moons take like 7.4 days to transition from like full moon into the 3/4. This one is actually going to be the longest of the year, and it'll take like 8.5 days to do that. And that is because of its orbit. The further away, the longer it takes. So just kind of something to keep in mind for the inspiration for this storytelling. So hi guys, thanks for being here tonight. We have a Six of Swords, and we have the Seven of Swords in the reverse. The fact that we're starting out with all Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy, first off, a lot of thoughts coming out during this full moon. So the message begins with the energy of truth instead of lies, transparency, transparency, not to see, instead of things hidden, but trying to move on from things that were untruthful. I think it was last night that we just had a message about, like the universe pushing somebody to speak some kind of a truth. And I'm wondering if this is going to follow through here today as well. It's like someone knows that the only way to move beyond a bunch of struggles, a bunch of conflict, a bunch of battle, particularly battle of words, battle of conversation, battle of maybe between two individuals, is to speak the truth, which I would argue that's a very, very good idea. We have the Emperor in the upright, and we have the Strength card in the reverse, which is a pity because the Strength card, should be, exactly what it seems to be, right? Strong Leo energy, taking control of one's power. We have an Emperor who normally an emperor is really strong, but I'm going to say this is their weakest point. This is the thing they're most afraid of. Maybe they're most afraid of the transparency, the thing that they must do, the thing that must be spoken. Now, this could be an emperor who's also weary. Maybe they're just tired of battling someone who hasn't been truthful, and maybe that's it. Maybe this is like, I, I give up. I don't want to deal with this anymore. You know what? Truth be told, I'm done fighting for this, or done fighting with you, or done fighting for you. So we'll see, because this could go a lot of different ways still. Hey guys, great to see you. Thank you guys. We have the Nine of Wands, and it is in the reverse. Well, I would say that it's very much an energy of surrender in this story so far. Someone wants to surrender something. They want to let something go. They want to stop holding on to the I'll keep fighting, I'll keep battling. They've reached a moment of clarity, and they're owning it. We have Justice in the reverse. So we could have a Libra involved here. And then we also have the Wheel of Fortune, though, in the reverse. It's almost like we have someone saying, what I know is that I have to surrender. Aries is over there eating his piggy foot and choking on it. Sorry if you hear him coughing. I feel like an emperor is saying, either they're acknowledging I can't move forward until I set things right, or things haven't been moving forward because this needs to be addressed. It may not be them necessarily. Let's see if we can pin this down. We got to get to the answer on this one, because it could go in a lot of different ways still. Tell me just about the Emperor, please. We have a Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, so this is looking like an emperor is done being somebody's gnome. they're done being someone's toy, someone's diminutive little jester, someone, it's unusual for an emperor to play a role like that anyway. But if an emperor said, you know what, I feel as if I had become someone's little toy, someone's puppet, and the only way to put a stop to that is to put a stop to that. You all right, pups? You good? Come to see Mama about your pig foot? Yeah. You guys don't know, but I have a warm little dog face mushed up against my hip right now. We got a Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, this Emperor is saying, I'm done. I can't lie about this anymore. I can't lie to myself. I can't lie about the situation and act like this is something I'm down with. I'm not. It's like an Emperor has said, I have lost some of my own self respect and I'm taking it back. I don't care about the money. I don't care about anything other than I need to regain my personal power, my personal strength. And that means I'm done fighting with a situation that I can't win anyway. It's stacked against me. Now, I don't read for genders, so do bear that in mind. This Emperor is a classical male archetype, but I only read for energy. So it's the sun and the moon. So this is the energy of the sun, whereas the feminine is the energy of the moon. Now, obviously, we're in a, really powerful moon cycle right now. So it's a strong gravitational pull. So it's funny how this is pulling this energy of power to the surface for an emperor, even though they've reached a point where they're just, I think, exhausted. So it's funny how we have a character who's actually collapsed their desire to fight for something that was lowering them to fight for something. So now that they've quit doing that, ironically, they're actually finding their power. I hope that makes sense. Whew, we have an Eight of Swords. So this is somebody else now. The Emperor is one breaking away from a situation. I'm wondering if the Emperor had been tangled up in stuck energy with maybe a karmic lesson. Maybe it was a karmic partner. Maybe it was, or karmic situation, just meaning a scenario where there was no growth. There was only conflict and drama. And it's really hard to maybe move on from a situation when, you're trying to solve the problem with the problem. And I'm not trying to say this other person could have been the problem or the situation was necessarily like, oh, they're the bad one, but rather, okay, let's put it this way. Once upon a time, my brother forced me to help him do a big plumbing thing. I am not a plumber. I do not enjoy plumbing, but I'm the sibling who's closest in age to him and lived the closest. So I got the call. And so what it is when you have a pipe that has a hole in it, you don't really patch up just the hole, you replace that segment of pipe, right? Because how do you fix the problem with the problem still sitting there? You don't. You have to remove the problem area and then you splice in and put the couplings on and then you fix it, right? So it's hard sometimes to fix where the problem is unless you take the problem and excise it. And I'm thinking that this is the best example that comes to mind right now. This situation was continuously like leaching energy, hemorrhaging, just more and more problems. There was no solution. It was going round and round and round because whomever they were dealing with did not actually want a solution. So how do you get a solution with something that isn't going to be solved because they don't want to solve it? They aren't working toward a solution. My baby, yes, but can you come on this side instead? There's not enough space for you there, chunk. Okay, so we have a Two of Cups. I'm not really surprised to see this Two of Cups card pop out. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, my chubby one is coming in anyway. This Two of Cups it's almost like, okay, forgive me, I'm just going to say it the way I see it. Whomever they were stuck in a situation with was like, I know we're really toxic, but baby, that's just the way we are. You know what? We just do stuff toxic and it's okay. And it's like, I think that this person was like, this Emperor says, no. See, that's the whole thing. It's not supposed to be this way. We're not supposed to just say, oh yeah, we do all kinds of toxic stuff to each other. But see, that's love. I think this Emperor was saying, no, I feel like I have accepted things that were really unpleasant. And I don't know who was made to feel like the ogre, the troll here, but I will still say this is somebody looks at it like with rose-colored glasses on, like this is totally acceptable. And I'm guessing it's probably the person that doesn't want to let this go, doesn't want this to end. But right now, the full moon message says an emperor has reached a point where they are ready to make a change. And they're making a change from a person or a situation where, as toxic or as stuck as something was, that individual says, I know, but I still want it. And it's just how we do things. So that's just how it's going to be. It's like, no. If we can't make it less toxic, then I don't want to keep doing this. This is not a winning game. I feel like it's somebody is choosing to walk away so that they can do something healthier. And the other individual seems to be very resistant. It's almost like the dysfunction felt good. And weirdly, almost like it was almost something to brag about here. It's like, I know, but that's just how we do it. That's just how we love, It's like, I don't think that our emperor wants to accept that. I think they feel kind of like a chump in this one. Now, keep in mind that emperor could be a feminine or a masculine. Doesn't matter. This could be a same-sex couple if this is a relationship. We have a 6 of Wands and we have the 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. My little wolf over here has a lot to say about this story, doesn't he? The fact that we have got, I'm going to say, now that our emperor is making a decision, they're feeling like, yes, finally, I'm not indecisive anymore. And it could even be that at the end of this conversation, when the emperor is laying it out, saying, you know what, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of the way I've been feeling about myself in this situation. I'm tired that I keep dealing with the situation. And I finally am saying that out loud. And if the other person's response is, oh, I know, but you'll come back to me because that's just what we do. We break up, we get back together. It's always toxic. We yell at each other. We sabotage each other. And I mean, this could have been pretty toxic, like in a big way. And this person admits, yeah, but that's, you're coming back to me. You're not going to get over me. And I think the emperor is like, wow, that helped seal the deal. Like they think that this is 100% like the way it's going to stay. And they kind of dig it. They like it. I don't like it. So now I know I made the right decision, because that is the source of, the lack of growth. How do you grow when somebody says, no, I like the dysfunction. This is nice. No, I don't want to do anything different. No, I want to keep fighting and screaming and, having all kinds of drama because this is a good time. I think that was the confirmation that they needed to say, now I don't have to question my choice. This is not somebody who wants to work on making it better. This is somebody who embraces the dysfunction and thrives in it. And that's just not what an emperor wants anymore. I feel like that's a very relatable story, regardless of genders. I think anyone who's ever been through something that was difficult and wanted to have it go smoother, but someone else wasn't really that into solution, I think that's a relatable message. Hey, come on out then. Come on out. All right. So as I say, my chunk needs me. So we're going to stop this one here. Hi. I come in, baby. Sorry for the interruption, you guys. Shh. I'll see you in the next one. Aries. Wait. Honey, you're going to knock everything over. Just a sec.